most common challenge that founders face is that they need to manage so many things, including the product, the team, and their own mental health. Me, as a psychologist and coach for business owners, I meet a lot of startups owners and business owners who suffer from lack of energy or from some inner problems they have when they try to implement their projects. They often lack focus on everything, because startup owners, they need to manage all the things, the team, the product, the markets, and they often forget about focusing on themselves, on how they feel, on their level of energy, on their emotions. Sometimes it may lead to such problems as lack of energy or even burnout when they suffer and they cannot continue and go on working hard as they used to. So I think this is one of the most common challenge. Plus, everyone is a live person, and we have our own fears, we have our own negative thinking, which sometimes prevents us from making the steps to our success. So sometimes I see startup owners who know what to do to gain the success. They have the plan, they have the goal, they know what to do, but they do not do that. They procrastinate, they postpone their tasks because of some fears or because of a lack of energy or because of some, inner conflicts that I help them to solve. Work-life balance is a huge challenge for a startup owner because making a startup needs a lot of your attention, time, and energy. First point is to plan the rest and just to put it in your schedule and to recognize it as a part of your job. Because sometimes startup owners, they think that rest, make them slower in their movement to their goals, that it's a problem and they need to rest less and work more. But on the long run, the rest is very important. So the first thing I would advise is to plan your rest every week, every month, and not miss it. Just put it in your schedule, because if something is not on your schedule, it does not exist in your life. I mean, startup owners, business owners, everything they have in their lives is in their schedule. If you do not put rest in your schedule, it doesn't exist. You only have the business tasks, and the business task would fill all your schedule 100% if you do not put the rest there. So this is the first point. It's very important. The second thing is to recognize that following your goal is too important for you. I mean, workaholism, or if you work too much and you don't have rest, it could be a problem that should be solved with a professional, with a psychologist or some other kind of specialist, because sometimes our motivation is not only gaining the goal itself, but solving some inner problems or complexes, and this should be solved so that you don't get burned out, because people with burnout are usually those who invest too much energy, too much effort to their work, to their job. So they could be perfectionists, or they could be over controlling, or they could be overreacting on things. So we also should work with our inner state, with our mental health, to become more stable, more safe, and balanced. So the first point is to include rest in your schedule and don't miss it. And the second one is to work on your inner state, on your mental health, in order to prevent burnout, because preventing is much easier than solving the problem when it is already there. Well, fear of public speaking is one of the most common fears in the world. It's like top 3 of most common. People depend on what other people think of them. That's in our biology, that's in our psychology. It's important for us what others would think about us. And we're not afraid of public speaking, but we are afraid of rejection, of criticism, and of other people's saying some bad things or thinking something bad about us. So because it's important for us that our people accept us and we feel ourselves as part of a group. That's evolutional mechanism which helps us to survive throughout the ages. But the fear of public speaking can be solved if you understand what is the worst scenario. Just ask yourself what's going to happen, what's the worst thing that can happen. And in most cases, there is a feeling that you don't want to face. It could be shame or embarrassment or something else that you will feel if some people will laugh at you, or they will think you're not good enough, or they will reject you. So working with that feeling and getting rid of this feeling lets you be more relaxed and more self-confident when you're public speaking.